Hey, look at that. We're on the internet, I think, probably. We might be on the internet. I don't know.
Internet. What is it?
Live. It is the omnipresent Void and myself and Brad joining you for episode 96. Which is
we got somebody else maybe popping in, possibly. Yes,
we do.
Here we go.
We do. Hey,
Dark Nessie.
That's been away for a while.
How do you say nice backwards?
Last time we talked about the last time the Void shared a video with me about someone talking backwards. I was on it effed with my mind so hardcore for like hours I couldn't grasp it. That guy
So
that was
over here acting surprised that we started like 90 seconds late.
Yeah.
Like it's a shock.
What episode number is it?
96.
So how do you say nice backwards?
I'm still not even gonna try.
All right.
There it is.
Hey, Christina is drinking hot chocolate.
Yep, I am continuing with my dry week because the dry week. So
I was going to ask if that was the famous Wee Beastie.
We are all out of Wee Beastie, so there will be no more of that.
Yeah,
Beastie. I have the dead carcass in my hand right now.
It's rough.
I can say that is 100% the first time I've ever heard to an empty bottle as that, and that's impressive because look at what we're exposed to. Like we've seen it all, right? So that's awesome. Congratulations. New whiskey term at this point in the journey is impressive.
What are you drinking over there, Dan?
I am drinking the Space Cider that sold me onto Space Ciders, which was a hard task for a very long time. Craigellachie 13. It is super Space Side-y, just those typical Space Side notes across the board. Super easy drinker. It does have a little extra character there. I consider it twice as good as Glenlivet 12, just to take another commonly known Space Cider, for example. Just a lot more interesting. So yeah, I'm trying to work my way through. This is my first bottle of it, and it takes me a while to get through them. So I'm trying my best to do that tonight.
Nice. Christina's drinking hot chocolate. What about the Void? Is the Void drinking anything? Business. Or just absorbing parts of the universe through osmosis?
I am just soaking it up.
If the Void so chooses, the Void can absorb all the alcohol that we consume. Will just like event to nothing, and he can.
But like,
if he's
so. That's a rough morning for the Void then.
It is, and it's also gross because it's been inside you.
It's true.
Yeah.
I think Void from the bottle is bad enough. Void from the intestines of all humanity that sounds rough.
That guy's a dick.
It would be a bad time.
But I'm drinking Redbreast 21.
Ooh,
nice. Very nice.
That's a good one.
Nice. It is. I've noticed you've been spending kind of a lot of time with Redbreast 21 lately.
Yeah, because the bottle needs to die, or else it's gonna go south.
All right, maybe that should be my first drink tomorrow after.
That might be a good idea.
It's a good.
What?
It first is drink after dry week for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can put that into any coffee or hot chocolate item, and it's going to taste better.
Sure, you could.
Just saying.
But if you do that, at least do it on camera so we can aggravate people with that footage.
Yeah.
I mean, that
would you like to know, Terry?
Yeah.
This is a no kink shaming zone, Terry. You know better than that.
Mhm.
I repeat my previous answer. None of your business.
None of your business.
Graham, I heard really good things about that 17, and where are we going back up? Yeah, cheers to everyone at home. Jim, Peter, Graham, Nathan, everyone else that's watching. Greg, Terry. Where was that one? This is awesome. So congratulations, that is a stellar. You'll have to let me know if that's batch 1 or batch 2. There's not really a huge difference. They're both great. Batch 1 is, I believe, like 65 point something. Batch 2 is 66%. But they're both phenomenal rise, and you've got a real gem there.
Sorry.
Okay.
The door almost ripped off the hinges. It's very windy.
Okay.
Sheesh. So much wind. The void having wind is psychologically damaging to me, but okay, that's
Slightly concerning.
Or maybe that's normal for the void. I don't know what the standard like wind situation for the void would be.
I don't want to talk about it.
But I'm drinking some Shelter Point double barrel single malt.
Nice.
I haven't touched Shelter Point in a while, and I made a very bad/good decision yesterday.
Zero bad. Listen. Being honest here, okay? and if there is a bad aspect that you are considering, please consider the fact that you might not be able to say it's bad until the whole journey is done on this endeavor.
Sure.
How is it a bad decision in any way, shape, or form? And I'm going to get some backup here.
No, it's going to be great.
That's not an argument. That's a legit non-argument you just made.
It's going to be great, I'm sure. I just spent a bunch of money, but that's fine. It's good.
Don't
I'll get it
that.
a few years.
Brad, being Jesus, Terry. Oh, that's Weddle. I thought that was Terry.
That's
My God.
Weddle.
How many of those do you have to drink for it to affect somebody of your stature?
What?
Because
that's like 1 5-hour energy is actually like 15 minutes of energy for Weddle.
Well, given the amount of energy he must expend to do all the things he does, yes.
Right? Yeah. Maybe that's how he works 27 hours a day. Is he just stocks up on 5-hour energy so much that he actually crosses through time.
That's actually what he did with all
oil changes.
Jugs is that he filled them all with 5-hour energy. Just chugs those.
That makes sense.
He is literally just the embodiment of caffeine.
The embodiment of caffeine. Nice.
Caffeine.
But yeah, enjoy that one, buddy. That is good to see that. And you know what? I said this when the first batch came out, before it was really a big thing, before it was in the Whiskey Bible, before all of that stuff. I said it's the most likely to make it stateside because they produce a ton. So they should be able to. Again, I don't know what casks are involved in this particular release and so on and so forth, but a level of production that size, they should be able to get some down in the States, and I'm glad that they did. Hey, now listen, you can't just take it, okay? Be happy. Take it and go. And be happy, okay? I'm not going to have the nitpicking, but I may agree with you. But you know what? It's still a fantastic product. I don't really care what it comes in.
I get rid of all that stuff instantly anyway. It doesn't, the container that it comes in, boxes and stuff. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, Shelter Point is good. I've had, I think, 5 or 6 of them at this point. I have a couple different bottles, but I've tried a few things, and they've all been great. So I can't wait to see what the cask that I paid for tastes like in a few years. But it'll be good.
I believe there was something special. I believe there's something special about that cask.
Yeah, it's going to be finished in ex-Ardbeg barrels, theoretically. They haven't actually used the word Ardbeg. So legally speaking, I don't know that for sure. but it is an Isla distillery that starts with A and ends with G, founded by the founder of Ardbeg the year that Ardbeg was founded. But other than that, there's no clue.
No. There's no way to know.
I don't think
There's
it's hard.
really no way to
that's-
find out for sure.
It's so vague. Graham, you could just come
I
to
think
the
it's platonic.
LCBO because 50% of the time you don't get a box that it normally comes with, or a peg or a tube. I've bought many whiskeys that had no. The first Nika I bought from the barrel had no box, and I'm really again not a stickler for that. In this particular scenario, the box does fit literally perfect on the one top shelf I have. It's a very skinny shelf. And I was like, do you guys have boxes by any chance for these? He's like, yeah, we got all of them in the back. There's a ton of them. They're just sitting in like all broken down on a flat. I'm like, oh, some people might want them. I personally, don't care, but I ended up getting a box. But yeah, if opting out would be a great choice because those people that really don't care, which is a lot, saves a lot of recycling and potentially garbage in some cases. So that would be great.
Yep.
So, Brad, what you don't know is that technically Laphroaig started without the L in its name when it was founded. So it begins with an A and ends with a G, and it's founded the same year as Ardbeg.
Sure. Was it founded by the same guy?
Maybe. We don't know for sure.
Some distilleries were founded
That's
by
true.
the
I mean,
same-
yeah, I'm like,
but
legit.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that
Let's just say it's extremely heavily implied to be Ardbeg, but they haven't technically used that word.
And can I just say that when we're looking at something where your worst case scenario is it's a Laphroaig cask,
Right.
it's not that.
It's an Isla. It's gonna be Canadian whiskey finished in an Isla, in a peated Isla cask. So like
That is so crazy.
it's gonna be weird and hopefully
Crazy.
good.
It's gonna be crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, the standard stuff isn't spectacular. You know the rule I have, generally speaking, about 40% Canadians, but that isn't spectacular stuff. Some of their rare
Also whiskey.
and other specialty releases are absolutely marvelous. Some of their older stuff that's 20 years plus is remarkable. They have a 23-year cask strength blend, a 22-year cask strength port finish blend. Really, really nice stuff. But again, that stuff never makes it stateside for any reason. I think you guys get like the 15 and the 18 year at fanciest, if you will, as far as the square bottles go. But yeah.
Peated Canadian whiskey is a weird thing. There aren't a lot of them, but there are a few now. And I've tried most of the ones that exist, and they've all been really good, actually.
Yeah, I think I've had two that you've had, if that seems about right.
Yeah, I have two different bottles, so that would have probably been what you tried.
Yeah, I know one I think was a Two Brewers. It might have been like the first one that you got, the first peated.
Yeah.
But either way, I haven't had a bad Canadian peated whiskey. I can tell you that they were really.
It's an interesting combo. Now it's going to be a little different because it's not really the whiskey isn't peated, right? It's just finished in a barrel that had peated whiskey. There's going to be a different kind of balance there, but it should be interesting.
Yeah. So it's again technically but it's they have a great spirit. Like Shelter Point makes a great whiskey, so.
The thing about peat is you put a tiny little bit in and it goes a long way. So finishing something in a peated cask is going to have a decent effect, I imagine.
Yep, for sure. And with the they're in BC, Shelter Point. Yeah. So they're gonna get some breathing. Maybe I don't know where they are in BC, if they're in the north, if they're on the island or what, but there's still going to be a considerable amount of breathing. So I think they're going to get, the hotter weather than it normally would in that Ardbeg cask and the colder winters and stuff. So the interaction will be kind of neat over time. And
should be interesting. We'll eventually start getting little samples to test and stuff. So let's see how that goes. But it'll be an interesting adventure over the next few years.
For sure. I need to get into some more Glenora. I've certainly never had a peated. I would really, really like to get into that sometime, but The two brewers are fantastic. I think Two Brewers and Shelter Point are the two, smaller guys that are making the most gains in the market because their products are just spectacular, and people that enjoy whiskey are appreciating them and picking them up and spreading the word, and they seem to be growing. So
they're doing lots of interesting, weird experiments.
Yeah, which is
just
awesome
to see, like, what is this gonna do? That makes it fun.
Yeah, Peter. And I know that's one that you managed to get your hands on, and that was actually that was North Star, right? That did that. That did the Heaven Hill in the Ardbeg cask. And yeah, if you could give a couple more notes or opinions on that at all, if you have them, I'd love to hear, because it's one I've always wanted to try for sure, and it was super interesting. And I'm a massive North Star fanboy. I've never had any bourbon or American whiskey that they've had, only the Scotch. But that was one that intrigued me because the Smoke and See, the Opadan, or Opadan, however it's pronounced, which is bourbon finished in
Opa
cask. Opa was really interesting, and I enjoyed it. So, yeah. Ardbeg cask seems to be the theme of the theme of the night here.
And me with
when
that
is it not?
big.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I got you covered. So I went to the 10 for now. Actually mixed a little bit of the 10 with the little bit of 21 that I had left in the glass, and don't do that.
Okay, good to know.
Right.
I mean, I'm probably still going to try it at some point, but
yeah, totally not worth it.
I am going to get into some. Actually, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Long Row 17 Chardonnay cask.
Ooh.
It is
Nice.
Yeah, it's one that I really, 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 really tried to baby, because I've only got, that much left, which is kind of hard. It's a weird shaped and sized bottle too, so it's hard to really gauge how much it actually is in there. But
right.
this
Got
was
that
a bottle split with Young Master Vito a while ago. And yeah, it's really good, and especially for the bourbon, which is a potent bourbon, but I get a really dusty, musky cask note with just the tiniest little bit of that maritime Isla Ardbeg note, like the tiniest bit, but more than enough to let you know that it's there. And I enjoy it. That's actually one whiskey that's so, oh my God, this is so good. That's so unique tasting that Vito picked that as a blind pour. And I have a lot of whiskey back here. He picked that as a blind pour, and I guessed it on my second guess right away. So it's one that I do enjoy, and it certainly stands out. Oh, hold on a second here.
Hold on a second.
Or this is probably something I missed. This is probably because I'm
Breaking
talking so much
news.
and I missed. I've been talking so much, and I missed what that was probably about. But yeah, all right. Oh, goodness gracious, this stuff is so good. Has anybody else managed to... Oh, wow. That's... I didn't think...
That is breaking news. Jeez.
I didn't think we were going to see any age-stated Japanese in Ontario for a while. So, awesome. Cool.
That is
Thanks
excellent.
for the heads up, James. Maybe we will get you on and focus maybe a little bit on the Japanese brands that you represent. I only have a couple on hand, but actually, yeah, I've got a few on hand.
I remember being at, well, God, what was that place called? There's a place in Edgewater, New Jersey, that is an amazing Japanese market. It is huge, everything you could ever want. It's awesome. And I bought my... What's that?
It starts with an M, right?
Yes. Yes, it does. But anyway, that's where I bought a Yamazaki 12 for the very first time. There was bottles and bottles and bottles of it, and it was freaking a little expensive, but not terrible. And I was just like, yeah, I'm going to grab that. And I enjoyed that bottle. It was good. I would never buy another one.
Mitsuwa.
Mitsuwa, thank you.
Wow, so it really is breaking news. You heard it here first. Cask
Awesome.
Strength.
Hey.
Well-known whiskey news outlet, Cask Strength.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Professional news outlet. Right here.
That's right.
I mean, in fairness, I don't think any other whiskey YouTube channel has anyone that was actually in the news media.
Fair.
Hey.
Fair.
Hey, there you go. And I do say this all the time, folks, and never has been more true. Only on Cask Strength, folks. You're not going to get this quality anywhere else. You'll get different. There's many fantastic, great shows. Just a different quality than you're.
There's a lot of way better shows, but you're not going to get the same
better
stuff
quality.
from
It's just
us.
a different quality that we bring to you.
Sure.
I mean,
And times
really,
like
truthfully, it's the professionalism.
Right.
That's the
Switch to some Talisker 15 Special Reserve.
Yeah. No,
Uh,
no other whiskey channel has our level of professionalism.
Our level of
That is an accurate statement, I think. That's fair.
Yeah, that absolutely.
That is
is.
a
Also-
very specifically worded and accurate statement.
There is not a channel
Also-
that I know of whiskey related that puts in the amount of money and time in production
Sure.
than we
Fair.
do.
That's probably accurate too.
That's
yeah.
probably
No one
true.
puts the same level.
No, yeah, no one's on our level.
yeah, and also nobody's got the
Yeah.
cat.
Oh my
Yay!
god! Oh my god!
True.
That is officially. Listen, when the inevitable shirts do come at some time, maybe in the next 5, 6, 7 years, that's going to be a tagline. Cask Strength. No one is on our level.
True.
With a void cat on it.
hauntingly accurate.
Like a graph of popular YouTube whiskey channels with just a line that goes all the way down way past the 0 point. Delicious whiskey.
Is that
Delicious.
showing up?
Oh, yeah.
That is showing up. Yep. You got
That is the dram I'm enjoying. If anybody ever sees this, buy it on site. I don't care about taste being subjective. You will love that whiskey. I absolutely assure you. I don't know why I had to. Oh, yeah, this is what's going on now. Okay.
Oh, there we go. That's
Jesus.
we're just talking about the production values. So come on.
Yeah, I mean we're showcasing it.
Showcasing. Right here.
I had to back up my statement with legitimate, concrete evidence.
For all to
enough.
see. Graham.
Yes. Hey. That's what we're working with, you know. We do our best here. Me, really. Everyone else has like quality stuff going on, but yeah. Woo. Good evening, Donald. Thanks for joining, pal. Good to see you. Are you posting me? Oh. It's so ambiguous when you go, psst, like, who is it? Every single person is going to look and say, are you doing that to me? I automatically respond to a psst.
Wait, what? You doing that to me?
Psst.
Every time, right when I'm drinking, right at the swallow point. And it's whiskey, too.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
at the swallow point.
Oh.
Ew.
All right.
What? It's a
Who had
third
25
reference.
minutes in the poll? That's
Yeah.
actually not being That's almost
That's
halfway.
record, I
That's
think.
not bad.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
That's
That's the
solid.
longest. That's the longest I think we've gone in a while.
That's not helping, Dan.
This is probably do I want to say it? Can I think of anything? No, this is my favorite Campbelltown whiskey of all time.
Nice.
And it's hard for me to really it's fairly tricky for me to pinpoint an absolute favorite from every region. It's like pinpointing a favorite band from, it's kind of hard for me, at least.
Sure.
So yeah, but I think I can say undoubtedly that is my favorite whiskey from Campbelltown that I've ever had.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a gooder. Oh.
Are we ready for those YouTube strikes? What's going on here?
Yeah. Dig it.
The robot and everything. Jeez.
Who's got the music going? Is it the Void or is it the Haze?
I wish I had that jam going.
Says the Void.
I don't even know how to share my screen properly, and you think I've got music going on now? When you can't see my hands, they're not doing stuff on the computer, okay? I'm not risking burning this mother down. I am not able to do that. I'm just a dancer.
Just a dancer.
Oh shit! This goes on for hours. Oh no!
Oh, good, perfect.
We got out of that hell.
Especially for the price, Donald. Even at the LCBO, I believe it's fairly reasonably priced, or it used to be. But yeah, it is darn tasty. I really do like it. It's that Campbelltown funk, and it does great with a good dose of peat. That's awesome. That's awesome. Actually, you'll never be able to know. That is trademarked music. Okay, that is cask strength grooves original. It's not.
That doesn't seem legally binding.
It's not. I'm not taking credit for that. I don't want to say that. I take it back. That was a joke, and I
all legal inquiries should go directly to Dan.
Yeah, I'll field those. That's my bad.
Or just send them to arsehole. Have Jeremy deal with it.
Tim the Tool Man, care of Tool Time.
To be clear, that was absolutely royalty free.
Okay, good.
Oh, hey,
cheers,
Graham. We appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you.
Hey, listen, okay. But you're right, 100%. That music would have to be coming from an outside source.
I could not come from the computer at all. It would catch on fire.
Very possible.
This whiskey hasn't changed a single one bit since it was poured into here, which is really awesome. Oh yeah. All right, Donald. Cheers, buddy. Have a good night. Thanks for coming out.
Cheers, Donald.
Cheers.
So I've fallen down the rabbit hole of royalty-free music now, and I'm sorry.
No. It's gonna get weird, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it's not. But they're all the same song.
Yes, Peter, that's what I'm enjoying right now, and I absolutely adore it. I'm trying so hard. It's definitely one of those whiskeys that I'm actually emotionally affected that it's getting lower in the bottle. But that's what it's all about, right? So
yep.
Yeah, no, I get anxious when it starts going low on the bottle.
Speaking
I get
of
busy.
that, my next pour is going to be definitely one of those. It's probably not going to be the last pour, but we're getting pretty close. Let's see.
Yes, Graham, we have used some inert gases to extend lives of our bottles. I think we have actually a couple that are still about 3 years old now. Some bottles.
Yeah.
Those are amateur
I think I
numbers.
got one pour left in this
We've
Dark
only
Cove
been
committee.
doing this for 3 years.
Ooh, that's
Okay,
that's
fair,
bad, Brad. I'm
fair,
sorry.
fair. But
I
yeah,
gotta
I'm
pull out
all.
the fancy little Ardbeg glass for the Dark Cove.
Oh, that's Dark Cove. I
Yeah,
wasn't
that was
paying
Dark Cove
attention.
committee release.
Oh
Yeah, it's
my
got like
God,
maybe
that's
one decent
Not
pour
even
left
that
in it.
good. It's not even that good.
Yo, don't make me like.
You want to talk about a hyped up whiskey?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's worthy of it.
It is.
So good. I
it's
know. I
so
can still
goddamn
smell it.
good.
I'm not even joking. That's one of like a dozen whiskeys that I can still smell right now. I can close my eyes and smell Dark Cove. Like it's very easy for me to do that, and that's the impression that it left. And it was the tiniest amount that I enjoyed. But my goodness gracious, is it delicious?
Yeah,
So good.
that is nectar of the gods.
My God, I remember the first day having some. The next morning, smelling the glass after
Yeah.
was just pure sex. It was amazing.
Yeah. For me, and it's it's always peated, incidentally. Sometimes not, but for me, having drank bourbon for so long and having not being, I'm always the guy that doesn't finish, his drinks. I've had a lot of day after with a lot of bourbon, and I love that you get. Oh, it's almost pure wood. It's almost pure oak. It's like sniffing putting your nose in a barrel and sniffing. But when Scotch does it, especially a peated one, it's good, but it's rare for the Scotch to have that really nice next day smell. But Dark Cove, I think that you could do anything you want to it as long as you're not, adding something else to it, and it's gonna stay good. Like you could probably leave that open for days and it would still be marvelous. Some really, really solid whiskey. I'd have to say, actually, just offhand, and there's a ton of whiskey that is spectacular and well worth the praise that it gets, but for a whiskey that is, and I'm not going to compare it to bourbon and Pappy and stuff because you can't compare the level of hype per quality ratio there. Like that's just not fair. But there's a lot of hype around Dark Cove. Like it's known amongst many enthusiasts as the best release in quite a while, and it actually is. You know what I mean? Like it's worth it. It's marvelous whiskey.
So good.
So good.
I'm gonna stop talking about it.
I'm just gonna say that's one of the reasons why I can't stand Laphroaig lore, is because Daniel had gone and said that, oh, if you like Dark Cove, you're gonna love lore. So I was expecting.
Oh, that's why. I think that's
That is
The anticipation and then disappointment. Yeah.
My expectations were like all the way up here.
Yeah.
And then you get something that's like maybe like Ugadal is good, but when you're expecting like up here, Lore is maybe Ugadal level good. Like it's
No.
I really enjoy it. It's very pricey. It's definitely pricey. Again, it's like a Johnny Walker Blue situation. It's very, very good. I do enjoy it. I would love to have a bottle of it, but can I really afford to pay retail at that level for some other taste? Not so much.
Bye, Oogie.
Quarter cask for me, the value on a quarter cask is way better than a Lore, but that's my personal taste, right? Because I love quarter cask. It's absolutely marvelous.
Quarter cask.
And I would rather have 2 bottles of quarter cask than 1 bottle of Lore, personally. But I have an emotional connection to quarter cask. So yeah. Oh, fantastic! MCO1 is delicious. I've got a bottle. That is the first bottle of Scotch that I owned 2 bottles of at the same time. Like I had purchased another bottle before the first one was empty. That's the first, and I can't say only because that Elements of Isla Pete is the other one.
That's a good one too. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just I wanted to make sure that while there, was available, I could get another one. But the MCO1 is fantastic. That's the Marsala cask finish. It is remarkable. Absolutely love it. One of my favorite Port Charlottes. It might be my favorite Port Charlotte actually. The MRC is really good too. Have you? My goodness, have you had a chance to try the MRC, Graham? The MRC01, which I believe was the French wine cask.
Don't
finish.
speak to me in that outrageous accent.
Outrageous accent.
It's that French wine whiskey.
Hey, so I just told Dwyer earlier today that I find it hard to grasp that she's the only person that I not only know and but love. Like people that I love all are down with Holy Grail. Every one of them. If you know me and you're watching right now, one of you 9 people that happens to be not the 9 people that are always here talking in the chat, sound off because I'm telling you, everyone loves that.
Cheers, Jason. Thank you. And,
Hey.
Lore,
Awesome.
I am not a fan of lore, but it's not like it's bad. It's
not
just
bad.
it's just awkwardly expensive for what it is, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's better bottles for less price.
Yeah, but again, it is great, and I always use Johnny Blue because it's a little more because I think Johnny Blue is even more expensive than it is, but it is great. Like if I was receiving a bottle of Lore or Johnny Blue, and they said please return it, I didn't know what to get you. I'm not offended if you wanted to exchange it for another bottle. I'd probably keep it and be happy because they are delicious.
Oh, fuck yeah.
They're both
Fuck
delicious. I just personally can't justify dropping the retail on it again because, like Christina said, I pick up an Oogie and be probably equally happy, maybe roughly just going off because I really did enjoy the lore and I love Oogie, but at the same time I've still got $100 in my pocket at the end of that transaction. So it's it's hard to justify. Like I said, you can have 2 bottles of Oogie. I'm probably going the 2 bottles of Oogie, and I'm not the 2-bottle buyer either. So there's that. But
Jason, are you being repressed?
Oh,
Hey,
yeah. Cheers. I'll drink to any quote. Oh, great. Here we go. But no, I don't mean
No, you
unlimited. Not
son
unlimited.
of a bitch. You were going to be drunk.
Not unlimited. This is limited.
yeah, you don't,
wow.
You don't
Yeah,
want to
see-
create veto problems for yourself by just offering to drink for things because people will just make you drunk,
yeah.
including me.
I can't do it on a school night. Cannot do it on a school night.
There is no mercy in this
Man.
chat.
Yeah, Graham.
I
Yeah,
will start
drink.
sending in super chats.
That's my point, and it's not crazy. I'll be honest with you, it's not crazy. If lore was $150, that would make a drastic difference. But again, like two bottles and change of a quarter cask for the lore. Again, my personal taste. I just think quarter cask is that spectacular. I think it's still good value at $85 for me for what we have at the LCBO for peated scotches. So yeah,
There really
And-
somebody in the chat that doesn't know what an oogie is, or are you just busting our balls, man?
Greg definitely knows what an oogie is.
No.
Oh yeah, here goes Jason.
I am.
Yeah. Oh, hey Ben. Gaining
I'm
some
not
points.
dead yet.
Gaining some points with Christina there.
Yep.
And Jason gave you a quote, Dan. So I guess that means you got a drink because that's what you said.
Drink.
So
Oh God. Okay. Wait, no, you're supposed to say ding, or Dong, bring out your dead. It's okay. No bell, I'll give it to you.
Oh, now you need. Oh no.
Oh. I did once tell.
Dan,
Yes.
I will give you literally $200 if you can guess my favorite scene from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Have we discussed this already?
No. And I'm not joking. I will send you
I would never
$200.
take it. No, I'm in debt to you guys. One wedding present. I would never fucking take $200.
You will never guess his favorite scene.
If
Not
you
in a
guess
million
this,
years.
you earned that money.
Yeah. Seriously.
How? Okay. Can I ask? Can I ask roughly how long the scene is? Is it a scene or is it just like a clip?
It is a transitional scene, so it is very short.
Oh fuck! Well, you just narrowed it down, but I still have to guess out of the fucking transitionals.
Okay. Hey. I'll even.
Is it the butt
I'll even give you
trumpet?
another clue.
Please tell me it's the butt trumpet.
No, it is not animated.
No, I think is it the police crime scene?
Hold on. You get one guess, bud. So you better hold your horses. Okay. Okay.
There's no
It
horses
involves-
in that movie.
It involves coconuts and traversing the countryside.
So that narrows it down quite a bit.
Okay, is it?
I mean, there's actually still a lot of traversing the countryside of coconuts, but
There is. Okay.
Is it the part where they had to eat the minstrels and there was much rejoicing? Because that part always
that is
makes
an
me
amazing
giggle.
part. That is an amazing part, but no.
Is it man?
No, good guess, but no.
It's not old man.
No.
No, that's a great guess, but no.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on. Not that old.
Okay. Basically, I've watched that movie so many goddamn times and like acted that movie out so many goddamn times.
As
The
any
most
good
enjoyment
person should. That's why you're probably half of why you're such an awesome guy. But anyways,
How dare you call me a person?
that is an insult. I didn't mean to
Is that
insult you. That is a bit of an
voidist?
insult.
How
I
does,
take it
how
back.
does that work? I don't know.
I don't know. So they are traversing the countryside and they're just kind of going through and they kind of come down past a water pond, a little pond with a dude in the background smacking the water with a stick.
Yeah.
That's his favorite part right there.
That is my favorite part of that damn movie now because I've watched all of it too many damn times.
It's a good part.
That's the genius of them, right? That's you're fully appreciating Monty Python at that stage, right? It's those background things where the guy's literally beating, like it's on so many levels. They're exaggerating the life in medieval times, what it was doing. Like we had to go out and beat the pond with water, or like that type of shit. But the fact that it physically just so friggin' hilarious too, right? That's a good one.
Oh, God.
That is a good one.
Oh,
That's
Benjamin.
That's
Yeah,
a deep
Benjamin.
cut. That's a deep cut.
It is.
It is.
That's like the deepest cut.
It's
Basically a laceration that needs internal stitches.
And you know what? The second that you said it too, like I instantly could picture it and notice it, and it's so funny. Like that's priceless. And that again is Monty Python. They're going that extra level of, you know what I mean? Like absolutely every fucking minute of the film is fucking jokes.
Insanity.
Yeah.
Benjamin, my uncle, I remember vividly. He told me a story. My uncle was pretty close to my age, not that, no, like 10 years older than me or so.
Yeah.
And he introduced my cousin to it for the very first time when he was, I think, 7 or 8 or 9 or something like that. I don't remember. And I was there when this happened, and my cousin turned to him and just went. He looked at it and he goes, "Is it okay that I find this funny and I want to laugh?" And my uncle was just like, "Yes, this is good." That was it.
Such a
Yeah.
good one.
I'm a I'm a massive Life of Brian. I'm just huge. Michael Palin. Meaning of Life is my overall favorite because it specifically highlights some of my more favorite Michael Palin moments of all time. But like he absolutely just cracks me up in Life of Brian to the next level. And in every film and all of them, and it is the chemistry of them all that works together and that. But yeah, we could literally have a fucking multiple episodes just talking about.
Oh yeah,
Python.
100%. Damn it, Patrick!
I'm gonna have to start adding things to my infinity bottle again. It's getting low.
That's meaning of life, Jim. That is meaning of life. Oh no, it's Mr. Creosote. In a classic scene, and when John Cleese runs and dives over when he's got the tray and he runs and dives over the buffet table there, is great.
A thin mint.
It is just
wafer thin.
Are you?
I'm fully stuffed. I couldn't have any more.
Yeah, I couldn't possibly. Oh, fantastic. This is the life. This is honestly a comfortable portion of life. We're sitting here, we got our 13 viewers, 12, someone left, they weren't down with me, about to go handed. They're smart.
They're like, Monty Python, screw this, I'm out.
They could sense it. They're like, oh, Hayes is starting to talk and I know it's going to be a long one, so I'm just going to dip out real quick. I'm just dipping out. Talking about Monty Python, drinking whiskey, having a few laughs. This is, it's certainly probably without these Thursdays, I would probably be in a far worse shape in life right now than I am. So thanks to all of y'all.
Yeah.
Tain't bad at all.
Cheers to that. For sure.
I just said taint.
Ew.
Because it's been,
Got him. Who are you getting exactly? Never mind. Actually, no, I don't need to know. It's fine.
Did we kill Hayes?
Don't need to.
There's no we in this. Can you?
My God. Okay, listen. Listen. I swear to God.
Listen.
Because of that little fit I just had, the little amount of whiskey I had in there, like it got super aerated and like spread apart and like vaporized back through my nose, back and forth. And I got the strongest Chardonnay notes that I've ever gotten from this Chardonnay finished. So
Dan,
thank you for
did
making
you just have
me.
fifth smell?
Oh my God.
The new whiskey drinking technique. Linda.
Listen, my mom's name is Linda, and this was like a huge thing. But that is fantastic.
No.
Peter, that is probably my number. Like, well, whatever.
Fawlty Towers is great
It's one of my favorite shows of all time. Period.
It's a good one.
And here's
it's been too long since I've watched that. I got to binge that again.
Dwyer doesn't like Monty Python movies, loves Fawlty Towers.
I don't think I've seen Fawlty Towers.
That's understandable.
And they're very different, but
They are.
Yeah.
There's still that.
It's British. It
But
stays
it's-
up British.
it-
It is
the same
very British.
combination
That
of
is
dryness and
definitely
slapstick. Oh, here, Dwyer.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
but like
super British.
Monty Python is just absurdist.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. In a nutshell, a fish, a fishy, ooh, however I did go. That's fucking absurd.
Dwyer, just come
It
here.
is.
Just wherever did that fishy go? Dwyer.
Behind the sofa. It's in his trousers.
But it's not that bad. It's not a Cockney show or film. She gets all up in arms because of like
Graham
Cockney
has
stuff.
a good
Like,
point.
my granddad used to speak Cockney slang all the time, and So I used to, watch some stuff and whatnot, and people like she'd get turned off, and my buddies would go, I don't even know what the hell he's talking about. What the hell are the apples and pears? The stairs. And like, that's stupid. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. This is stupid. I'm leaving. And then like the next thing you know, the car's fucking leaving the driveway. So but
Danny
like
had to drink again.
Monty Python has very little, if any, indistinguishable words. Like you don't have to be up in on any regional slang to understand it.
No.
Right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Back me up here.
You're right.
Sure.
You're right.
Any weird words they use are entirely made up, so other context won't help you.
Yeah, okay.
It's sort of internal Monty Python content.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
But it's not
What's
like
the one
they
you to
use
drink
copy
again, Dan?
rhyming slang or anything.
Oh,
They just
God.
make shit up. Oh, yep.
Stone
Cheers.
dead. It's deceased. It's passed on.
It ceased to be.
I just transferred all of the Flying Circus episodes onto my PlayStation.
Nice.
Well, I say just, but it was quite a while ago. But I haven't watched them all yet, so I say just. But
So, Flying Circus, I will say this: 75 to 80% of it is absolute shit. The rest of it's gold.
I would say it's extremely experimental, which gives it about it's like 20-80-ish split. But like the good stuff, it's really fucking good and worth the slog.
amazing.
It's worth watching for the bits that are great.
I'm at the opposite end of that horizon.
It's fair.
Okay.
I'm at
Not
the
everyone has good taste,
70-30. And yes, I've definitely seen Father Ted.
Father Ted's great too.
Yeah,
It's been a while since I've watched Father Ted.
I'm hardcore. Like I grew up like hardcore British. So I watched nonstop Britcoms. Are You Being Served? Faulty Towers. Like One Foot in the Grave. Keeping Up Appearances. All that.
Absolutely fabulous.
Yeah. As time goes on with Dame Judi Dench and all of those old school ones.
Nope, haven't seen it.
Heartbeat, the show Heartbeat was a killer, awesome. And you know what I need to jump back into is Blue Healers. I'm pretty sure. What you haven't seen Father Ted, Christina? Lance, you probably have.
Negative.
No? Oh, I
should.
Yeah, I think you guys would. I'll tell you what, it's going to beat your ratio of Flying Circus. That's for sure. Like, I don't know if it'll necessarily make a sufficient ratio to be worth your time, but I guarantee it'll beat your ratio of enjoyment for Flying Circus.
I do like how you just assume that my time is actually worth anything. Thank you.
Terry, for legal reasons, I don't know what you could possibly be talking about there, but probably could be. Theoretically speaking.
For legal reasons, I don't know what you're talking about, but it's done.
Nod, wink, wink. Know what I mean? Know what I mean?
Not as good as a wink. Not as good as a wink, eh? Hey, bet she goes, eh? Bet she goes, eh? Hey, bet she goes.
Hey.
Fuck, man, that's just. Oh yeah, I'm getting all revved up. I'm in such a fantastic mood right now. All I want to do is go watch Monty Python, and guess what?
Right.
Fire definitely ain't gonna let me.
Go watch Death at a Funeral. It'll be just as good.
Death at a Funeral is amazing.
It is. I haven't seen that in a while actually, but it is good. In quite a while, 10 years at least now.
It may or may not be on the aforementioned non-existent Redflix.
But it may also just be a trailer though.
No, that issue is taken care of. Over.
Oh, okay, cool.
Gonna need so many lawyers.
I know a guy.
Candid, eh? Eh? Oh, fantastic!
Now I just want to go watch Monty Python stuff.
I know.
That's
It's-
probably what I'm going to do after this.
And just like all, quality art in whatever avenue, it is super timeless. And will always remain drop dead hilarious.
Hey, Dan, real quick for you. Just because you said this before we went on air, and in honor of your look right now. Okay, done.
That's an honor. So my
That was-
hair. I got super sick of putting an elastic in my hair. I never wore a hat for like so long, so like I'm not super huge on wearing a ball cap. So I put some like gel in my hair to keep it back. And when it was kind of wetter, and from the side, it was really looking like '90s Trent Reznor, specifically from like one poster I used to have from like 1994 in my bedroom. But yeah, I appreciate that little clip.
You're welcome. Not a problem.
What a guy! What a guy! That Trent. Are we allowed to?
I was wondering if it was long enough to give us a YouTube strike.
No, not even remotely.
I think we're good.
You're dying for that, eh? Come on,
And if
come
you
on,
want
that's
us
gotta
to
be
get
long
kicked
enough.
off of YouTube, that can definitely be arranged.
Yeah, we get some
But I don't think
Metallica.
we've done anything yet.
I'm pretty sure if you play Metallica, that's like the game. That's like the way out.
Over.
Yeah, that's game over.
I'm pretty
Game
sure if
over,
I just,
man.
like-
Game
like-
over, man.
I'm pretty sure if I just unblack my visage, we would be banned.
Put some pants on, Void.
No.
Okay.
Pretty sure if you unblocked your image, YouTube would just like fucking shut down. Possibly the
that's
entire
how we take-
internet. Possibly the entire.
That's how we.
If YouTube was the avenue in which you chose to manifest yourself physically, I'm pretty sure the internet would fucking shut down.
Dude, this is humanity's savior. I'm on it.
Void breaks the internet.
Oh my god.
Could be worth it.
Think about that headline.
When we inevitably have to go back to newspapers.
Yeah.
Extra.
Man.
I
Jesus.
see
Void
no
breaks
problem with
internet. Void breaks the internet. Read all about it. 44 bitcoins.
That's a lot. Oh my god.
It is a
44
lot.
big
Not after the crash.
Shit.
millions of dollars.
Not after the crash. It's
No,
not.
the Bitcoin will be the only thing that's worth value.
Right.
Somehow.
No shit. No shit.
We don't have internet. Yeah, but I got Bitcoin. Cool.
That would be tricky. Bitcoin in
It
a
would be.
non-internet era, that would be tricky.
Patrick is goading you on.
Tricky. Super tricky. Well, we are grazing up upon that point at which we begin stepping on the toes of Ed and Erica.
We wouldn't want to do that. And it's
No.
definitely not because we have a almost completely overlapping audience and everyone will just leave anyway to go watch them.
But I
Alright.
mean, it is what it is. We know that you guys really love us, and we also know that you love Ed more, and that's okay because we do.
Fair.
Too.
That makes sense, really. if
I am a
anything.
much bigger fan of Ed and Erica than I am of our own channel, so you're all making the right choice.
The void is materializing quick. I have to hit the button. I got to save the internet. I'll see you guys next week.
You guys-
What's happening?